Hi everybody, this is round 3, which we're about to get started with. We are playing against Alberto Rodalv, and he is playing I believe a Bant fish list, or a Rug fish list. Let's look real quick. This is like our worst nightmare, because it's hard to deal with Tarmogoyf with our deck. We blew our sort of one chance, I guess it's Rug, because he's got Lightning Bolts. We blew our one chance at, getting by without having to play decks like this last round when we lost to Shop. Now, I will say that we have some good cards against him, like Magus and Leanin Arbiter. But it's a matter of having those in our hand, and him not having Lightning Bolts for them immediately. So let's see then. He's got... Oops. Looking at his deck, he's got Force of Wills and stuff. I think what I'm actually going to do is just lead off with the Arbiter and make sure it resolves. And after that, I don't know. I guess I hope he doesn't have fetch lands. Or I hope he does have fetch lands. So let's make this a Cleric. Drop this. And play this. And next turn we can follow that up with a Kataki, which isn't very exciting, especially with that Lotus Petal. So we just hope he doesn't have any non-fetch lands here. And he does. That's okay. So what can he cast with that? Does he not have any artifacts? I don't believe he does. He can cast a Steel Sabotage, Flusterstorm, Spell Pierce, Preordain, which he would have cast there. Mental Misstep anyway. Brainstorm. So chances are he's going to be brainstorming during our turn. Hopefully he doesn't just play a Tarmogoyf, because that would be hard to deal with. And I'm going to try and keep that Lotus Petal from hitting the graveyard. Really want to make sure he doesn't have any artifacts or enchantments. Yeah, he doesn't. So in other words, our Relic Warder is just a 2/2, and we play it right here. Our deck should be called Cat Cleric Hammer. Moon Hammer. Oh man, it's got a basic too. Lame. Okay. So, I guess we already have a Lotus Petal in the yard. And probably should just go ahead and cast that here. This is going to be the part of our journey where it becomes very difficult. Yeah, you can't play Gush this turn. We're getting in there first with these. Yeah, do I actually drop this? I don't think I do. I think that's probably a bad play. We're going to go ahead and play the Kataki and leave the Caracas up in case we need to play Everlasting Blocker. And what we really want to see is a Lightning Bolt immediately. He can definitely fetch with that because he's got 2 mana to pay. We drew another land. That's kind of bad. Now we could play this as a 2/2. That's pretty horrible, though. He can now put a land in the graveyard to make this a 2/3. So that's kind of crappy. So we basically are getting walled off by a Tarmogoyf. And this is our price for, I guess, a bad metagame decision. We don't have very many ways out of this. So we're going to play our land. And I think we attack with Kataki here, because we can definitely bounce it with Caracas. And this forces him to Caracas fetch here. Alright. So that at least forced him to commit there. Yeah. This game is looking pretty bad pretty quickly. think that's okay with me right now. Yep. Okay, so this means he's going to follow that up with something. Probably like a Trigon Predator. Nope. Gosh. Maybe now a Trigon Predator. That's worse. Okay. Huh. I don't have much to say, other than I guess we just keep playing guys. The goal will be, I guess, to draw Jitte, hope it resolves, and then that's that. Draw all 4 lightning bolts and hope they resolve. That's an option. We could throw several of our guys away to kill a Tarmogoyf. I think that might be worth doing. Our guys suck so bad. If he bolts one, I guess that's the price of admission. I think I'm really close to the mic. So sorry if I've been loud. I think he actually made a mistake there, even though I'm not sure it's like a major problem for him at this point. I'm probably actually just going to bounce this guy and put him, replay him. Alright, so I guess our guy's gonna get bolted. Maybe he'll bolt us in the face. Nope, that guy gets bolted. You know, I think I'm okay with that. Caracas could have saved him. I was aware of that. Not sure that it really would have accomplished much. I guess he could have blocked. But I can't beat a 4-5. Even if it were vanilla, I couldn't beat it. It is kind of almost vanilla. Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and play this guy. Okay, so what do we have going for us in the sideboard? And what does he have going on in the sideboard? He has right now that he beats us. So, let's move to sideboarding. Alright, so that was game 1. Everything sort of went as expected. If I'd been playing Stoth, I guess we'd be in a little bit better shape. He might bring in this because it's a 2-3. He probably takes out his artifact removal. He has a Scavenging Ooze, which he might bring in. We bring in some blasts and swords and maybe a True Believer. Not sure about that yet. Linvala we definitely bring in. These other things, not very good. We cut the Heretic. I think we cut the Ingature, even though it's a 3-3. I don't think it's good enough. We probably are going to bring that in. Abolish does nothing. And these Hammer Mages are pretty terrible. They're about as terrible as I can imagine, actually. So we're going to cut all of them, because Kataki is just better. Yeah. So our deck does not look optimized to beat his. I think he has to draw very badly for us to win. Yeah. So I'm going to pause the recording. I'll see you guys in game. Alright, we're here, and I will be playing first. And you know what? We get to lead with a Magus of the Moon. The one problem is that we can't defend him at all. But I think that that's okay. Maybe we actually play the Mind Sensor first. And then if he cracks a fetch, that would be okay. And we can always bolt a Hierarch if he plays. Does he even run Hierarch? No, he doesn't. Plus, I think he could have Force of Will. So, I'm going to turn this into a plateau, and then play this. And then I'm going to pass the turn. Could have found a plains there. I'm not sure it's worth it. I think our entire game plan is set with these 3 cards going on right now. Nope. How about we try to make you not able to find a land that you want? Please don't find one that you want. Okay. So that's the sort of stuff that we want to see. We lost the flip. I don't care. I feel like I've already gotten lucky. Now, the question is, do we want to play another Mind Sensor here? I feel like that might be a little greedy. Because I could play this, but then I can't play the other Mind Sensor. You know what, we'll go with this Mind Sensor. I think that's fine. We can also counter, like, a Brainstorm. I want to optimize what I have going on here. I'm strongly considering countering that. Okay, so that got resolved. We just learned some information. No, I want to defend the Magus from a counter spell. So let's do that instead. He might be able to find a basic, though. Alright. How about we win one of these? Good. That's what I wanted to see. That's actually a good draw right now. That's going to greatly accelerate our clock. So I guess Mana Crypt is a good card. This will prevent him from ever gushing. Sounds so sexual. I think he's going to try and... Nope, he didn't have Force. So I'd say we're in pretty good shape at this point. Though he does have a basic. He could bolt one of my guys. So I'm not going to do this right now. Because I want to be able to defend it. Well... What am I trying to say? I could Red Elemental Blast. I couldn't save Bolt with a Red Elemental Blast anyway. So this puts him at 7. Okay, and he Brainstorms. He could play like a Snapcaster or a Trigon, so I think I need to keep the Red Elemental Blast. If he kills Magus, I can just play another one. And I think that is the right play here. Yeah, you can't crack the fetch, so Brainstorm is pretty bad. It's already seen one of those cards, too, because the last Brainstorm. Okay, so we took that game. Somehow. Didn't really feel deserved, but that's okay. Trying to figure out if any of these cards are so bad that, like, a ley line would be better. I just don't think so. Yeah, let's go ahead with what we got. Certainly surprising that we took one, but I guess we were on the play and we're able to do that. This game we can play a turn 1 Magus. Guess that's good. Then we don't have plains, though. Maybe I should find a plains first. Magus isn't that good against him because he has Bolt. Okay. I could just use all three of those and put a Magus into play. Should I have not kept this hand? It seems passable. I think I would have kept it. Like, this is just a lot of resources to drop on something that can be killed with a lightning bolt. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do this first. Even though it's a little awkward. I mean, these are all 2/2s. You know what? Maybe I just have to... No, I already screwed it up. Now we can drop a Tarmogoyf next turn. Because I would have had to play the Cavern here. Yeah, this way I get at least to find a Plains, which isn't very exciting. Okay. Okay, we did find another Plains. That's actually great. So he could very well have a Lightning Bolt, but these are the sorts of, like, risky plays I think we need to make. So we could bolt this? Yes. And I think it'll happen right here. So that is unfortunate, but not surprising. We need to draw another one very quickly. Chris is being an ass. I like it when he does that. He's only running 17 lands. Man. Oh, yuck. Okay. So... this is when things start getting embarrassing. And again, we're on the I hope he doesn't have a counterspell, and we're going to try and find a Jitte plan. Yeah, and I think I just play the Mind Sensor because it could actually fly over and maybe disrupt his mana to some extent this turn. I wouldn't be surprised if we just got bolted pretty soon a million times. But at least we can block a Delver here with that guy. Yeah, I think we wait on the Spirit Guide now. So I'm going to cast this first, see what happens. Okay, so we're not going to get our Dome bolted anytime soon. Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I guess do we toss our Arbiter in front of the Tarmogoyf? I actually kind of want to take all of this. No, because I guess Tarmogoyf could get bigger again in the future. We're gonna have to chump him next turn. So Yeah, I think taking it is fair, because this True Believer prevents us from just dying. I mean, put him at 4 if he doesn't have anything else, which is kind of a stretch. He's probably just going to kill True Believer with a lightning bolt. Wish I had Hellrider. We tested out Hellrider in a mono red version. Mono red version would have just been better against these fish decks, unfortunately. It's like, is there anything we could draw? I guess swords would be really good. Lightning bolt would be really good. Him taking damage to find lands, I guess, is pretty good. Especially when he didn't pay for the Arbiter cost. Oh. Well, that's going to be tough to deal with. Okay, so, let's draw Swords to Plowshares. That's not one. Yep, okay. So... Oops. Okay, well, I'm going to say GG's to him in a minute. Thanks, guys, for watching. I think, I don't know if I'm going to record anymore. Maybe I should. I should probably record one more. Talk to you guys later, I guess. It's not like this is a phone call, but thanks for watching. Guess this deck didn't work.